your boy
Hello.
Will.
And it's your boy Sam.
This is the special bonus round of That Figures.
Mm.
Back-to-back weeks, and we've got lots of things to talk about, but most of you are probably out watching Black Panther right now, so we'll partially be talking to the YouTube crowd.
Yeah.
And I've also just got a lot of asthma, so I'm going to stop talking now. How are you doing, Sam?
Yeah, look, I mean, I'm all right. I mean, I would ask how you were doing.
Yeah, it's shown.
It's showing. Yeah.
We've got a Milk, we've got a Dolphin Pants, and I think we've got a Bring Me Choc and Miss Honey
Ooh.
in chat. So we've got people in chat.
Hello.
I'm very excited because I know nothing. I know two things in this episode. This is the Sam episode.
That's very true. I just realized that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So
the pressure's on.
Everything about this episode is all you, Sam.
In a way,
we won't. Excuse me. We won't be doing Milk Please's budget busting this week. Want to try and keep this one shorter than usual, just to kind of keep things all together, and because
just have a bit of fun.
There's some exciting stuff to show off.
Yeah, definitely some exciting stuff.
Oh, do we want to show that off now?
I mean, look. I think we should just, we'll get it out the way, and then
I'm excited
for the rest. For the rest of the stream, we can just enjoy ourselves and chat amongst each other. But many of you would probably know that today is the release date of God of War Ragnarok, which I can't wait to dive into it. I haven't yet, but I definitely will tonight for sure. So one of the silver linings of having siblings is that sometimes you don't have to buy things yourself.
That's true.
So not just one of my siblings, but both of my siblings, because I thought we'll just, there was basically no chat amongst each other. When this pre-order dropped, they didn't care. So there's now 2 of these editions in my house.
Exciting.
But we have the God of War.
Look
is it just called the Collector's Edition?
Yeah, I'm sure they gave it some clever name, but this'll do.
This will do for sure.
This will do.
So I thought we would just take a quick look.
Hell yeah.
And massive crate.
100%.
100% milk. But yeah, I'm just gonna stick it on my chair here.
Yeah.
Just because it is quite big. But not that big that you would need like a shopping trolley. Because my brother Josh, he was in our local EB Games last week, and he knows someone that works there. Yeah. And this employee was like, "Oh mate, when you come in, bring a trolley. They're freaking huge." And I'm thinking, no, they're not.
No, that needed a trolley. The Razor Crest needed.
Yeah. No, that needed a trolley.
You'll be right.
You can carry this. It's fine.
Sure. Right.
I mean, look, we'll start with what's on top. So the top does come off, and I mean, I hope you can all hear me.
Yeah.
You have got a lovely steelbook that I'm going to try my hardest to steal. Yeah. Steal. No pun intended there, but it happened. But yeah, it's got the 2 wolves on it to obviously symbolize Kratos and what's his son's name? Atreus. There we go. Thank you, William.
It's also the exact same as the first game. The first game had that, but it had the God of War logo on it.
Yes, 100%. But yeah, it's really nice, and it's got like a really nice like a finish to it. Like when I got home this afternoon from work, I was looking at it, and I was like, oh, there's a scratch there. But I was like, no, it's just part of the.
Oh, sick.
Part of the thing, yeah. So when you like shine light on it, it's like, no, it's perfect.
That's cool.
It's just the paint apps are really nice. And then on the back, you've got some Nordic text. Don't know what it says.
Yeah.
But it's cool
that
I've seen this in a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
So we got that.
That's cool.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The next thing, we've got this nice little cotton drawstring bag.
Yeah.
Which I will open. And you've got some little game dice in there, which I will confidently say are hand carved.
Wow.
Like, because they are wooden.
Yeah.
And, like, you can't really tell, but, like, they're not just, like, perfect numbers.
Yeah, okay.
Like, they're a little bit imperfect, which leads me to believe they're all, like, hand done. which if they are, amazing. If they're not, still amazing because you fooled me.
Yeah.
So you get those. Now the things in here that I was actually really keen to get my hands on, because I didn't realize that, because there was 2 or 3 different versions of this box you could get.
Yep.
I wasn't aware that this one was coming with them.
Yeah,
but they're these little these I would say are not handcrafted, because they're definitely just like a plastic. I feel, but they're these little like wooden carved figurines, which are like in person.
Yeah,
these are really, really well done. They're like the coloring and just like, I mean, look, my webcam is shit, so I'm doing you guys no justice here. But no, they do look like in person really, really cool. And all of this is just cool stuff that if you've got like a gaming shelf, it's like they're gonna look great on a gaming shelf.
And they also, like, all these things so far really feel like they're in. It's almost like there's a line of collector's editions, because it kind of feels the same as the Horizon one, because the Horizon one had the little statues. It had like playing pieces that would go on the in like I wouldn't be against them like making all the collector's editions similar in terms of what you got with them.
Yeah,
that would be
cool.
And
just in terms of like making them have stuff that is actually cool, like not just like shit that we're gonna want to throw out in a year.
Yeah.
Because like it's all stuff that
they're props.
They're props. Like you're gonna want them. And this next thing, next prop, oh mate. So you've got this nice little doorway here with some nice like Nordic artwork.
Yeah.
And then this pops off to reveal the replica of Mjolnir, which is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I'm just gonna take this out quickly because it is a bit of a struggle.
Please. Russell Crowe had them in Gladiator, the 2 statues. Really? There you go.
Oh, that's cool.
Statue stuff. No milk, please. Yeah, it's an actual prop.
That was a lot of noise. But yeah, this is
look at that
Mjolnir from God of War.
That's
sick. Like William, this is like genuinely probably the nicest item I've ever seen in like a gaming like set. Like, because normally you just get like a statue or something, and they're always like really shit. But this is like genuinely good.
Yeah.
So much so that the actual it's like a separate piece of pleather that they've wrapped around the handle.
Sick. And
it's just all there, and like just like the actual mold that was used for the hammer, like it's got all like the stone like cracks, and it's so damn good. And like it actually looks like brass around like all like the gold like little like, you know, bits and pieces and accents. And then on the bottom you've got the goats on the pommel, which is like sick. I actually want to grab my Thor hammer just to compare.
Thank you to Lucas Wife Lover who followed. Interesting name, but
yeah, I mean, I would say because like I actually hadn't had a look at this yet.
Yeah,
but in terms of sizing,
oh yeah,
not bad.
Wow, it's so big.
It's so like
for a bit for a thing.
They're almost like exact in size, which is really, really cool.
Yeah,
obviously this one's a lot heavier, but the weight of this one is like actually really good as well. Like you could hold this at a con and not get tired of it, you know?
Yeah, totally.
But yeah, no, they like this whole set. They've done such a solid job at it.
That's so cool.
And I was on Facebook Marketplace just very, very quickly before we started, and there's about 30 of them on there for a stupid amount of pricing. So if you didn't get one and now you want one because you saw these idiots have a quick chat about it,
that's what you get.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll do it. If I see EB Games has it for like $200.
Oh, 100%. Because like genuinely, I would say this is like the best like edition of a game that has come out in a very, very long time.
And like not over like, because the Horizon one was very good, but it had that massive statue, so it was really expensive. This one wasn't too bad, right?
I don't. I think they were 400.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like at maximum 5.
Yeah.
But there was also a different edition that came out at JB Hi-Fi as well, where I think that one came with I think it came with some pins.
Okay.
And like a vinyl or something.
Yep.
Because that was one of like the other editions you could get.
Yeah.
Basically, there was like, I think there was mainly 2, because like they released a video when they announced these of like the voice actor that plays Thor unboxing them.
Yep.
And there were 2 main ones that he unboxed. I mean, both of them are really cool. 400
cool.
Yeah. Get out of here. But no, very, very well done. So yeah, now I just can't wait to play the damn game.
And shave your head. Dingo says it's time for Sam to go shave his head and become Kratos.
Dingo, don't do it.
And
I mean, well, don't say it, because I'll do it. I don't care.
Apparently, I'm Mimir, but I can't remember. Oh, I'm the head. I'm the head strapped to you. That's right.
That needs to be do you know what that needs to be, Will? It needs to be like if you could carry your mate around like him in God of War, but in like the modern world, and it's just like your head attached to my waist, and we're walking around like a Westfields.
Yeah, just looking at shit.
Yeah,
looking at thing.
Yeah,
and I don't have hands, so I can't buy anything. It's a good deal.
Yeah, so if anything, it's you saying, "Hey, can you touch that and see if it's worth buying?"
Is that worth it? I'll never know.
Touch that sculpt.
All I can do is suck it. All I can do is suck that sculpt.
It's just you licking plastics.
That thing is, you're the best Fortnite back bling, Will. Thank you, Milk Please. Thank you. Will finally finding self-control. Yeah, by being a decapitated head.
Yeah, that's the only way to stop him.
I don't have anything nearly as exciting, but I know you like swag from things, as we found out last week. So I thought I'd just show you the 2 things that I got from the concert I went to on Monday night.
Oh, yes, please.
So there was a really cool T-shirt, but no one knows what's going on there. But the things I got for free with my VIP ticket, which was only like $40 more. I've also just seen something else I want to show off, actually.
Go for it.
The first thing is a little baggie. This has got a
we love a good tote bag. That's cool.
That's got that's kind of the poster, and there's also a poster of that image that came with it as well.
Sweet, that's sick.
The thing that you love, Sam.
Oh yes.
Love a lanyard, and this is a nice hard plastic.
Oh, that's what you want.
Look at that.
That's what you want.
The 2 dates
love a
on the
good
back.
lanyard.
There you go.
That's cool.
That's what you like.
That's very cool. That's what I like.
It even it says VIP. Me.
Yeah.
The spin-off show that Taste Figures, the spin-off show no one else. Yeah, good. It's something I won't be tasting. Mum got these off Marketplace, and they're very cool. But she got them for someone else, but I said I want them for my potential spawn in the future.
Yeah.
Look at these, Sam. You're gonna fucking love these.
Oh,
you're gonna fucking. You'll never be able to wear them unless you.
Yeah.
But look at these.
Holy shit!
It's so cool.
Those are amazing.
Are they sick?
The hell?
They're very cool. They're the fucking
Oh, they're very cool.
Yeah.
That's such an amazing thing.
Yeah. So I am keeping these for the future.
Yeah, good. Yeah, very good.
But that's my stuff. Oh, so I got my ticket signed and I put it in the plastic.
It's so fucking good. It's so good.
If you want that story, it's in the catch-up. It should be out later this week. But, is there a snake? There's no snake in the boot. Finally, Will's shoe size. All right. Smaller. Speaking of Will having self-control, I'm just going to shut up now, and you're going to tell me about things.
I am. So, I mean, as it normally goes with these things, we're going to jump into the world of Star Wars. Only one thing for Star Wars this week. I mean, I think it is because we are doing it like 1 week after another. So there isn't much to unveil. But there's just not really much in terms of Star Wars at the moment in general.
No.
But the one... but the one thing I managed to sort of dig up is this, which is an Imperial probe droid. It's a statue by Sideshow. It is expected to come out June, in between June and September of next year. And yeah, I just thought it was really cool. Yeah. I don't know the scaling, but I'm gonna say quarter scale.
Because there was the later on in these, there's a comparison between it and a. Yeah, it's definitely quarter scale because it's and Josh, it's premium format, so that's usually quarter.
But yeah, I just thought it was a really neat piece to have. Totally. And like, I know that there's a lot of people in the Star Wars world who like to collect like mainly just like droids and like propage, and I feel like this very much falls in between both.
And there's this.
Yeah, it's so like, you gotta love a good light and audio. What the hell's? Oh, that's gonna be great. Oh shit! I didn't see the audio.
So that's a 6 scale.
Yeah, cool. And an apple. And an apple. So at the moment, these are up for pre-order, going for $875 USD. Okay. I'm gonna assume that's like at this point in time with the currency rate. Yeah, I'm gonna say maybe like 11 to 1200 Australian, which is like
that's premium
nowadays. In the past like 4 years, that's what you would pay for like a premium format figure.
Yeah.
So it's not too bad. But yeah, that's all I really have to say about that one.
Cool, man.
Just thought it was a cool one to throw in there, and I like how
that's nice.
All of the that's good. That's very good. But yeah, like a great amount of like paint apps and like all the little like small colors here and there, just to not have it be like a flat tone of metal, but there's like a difference in tone.
There's nice bronzing and stuff.
Yeah, and the fact that each like eye lens is nice and glossy, and an actual like lens is really sick as well. Just adds to it. You know?
I do like it, and it's in the world of niche Star Wars stuff as well.
Yeah.
Where it's like...
Yeah, and the base as well.
Yeah.
Is really cool. Just a really neat base.
Totally. Super hothy.
Super hothy. Yeah, very hothy.
I would love to know... I guess it's premium format. They probably wouldn't articulate. And they don't really need to.
It would be great if they could, though.
Yeah.
Like, that'd be great if they could.
Wouldn't be against it. It's a sexy piece.
Yeah, it is. And yeah, so that's all for the Imperial Probe Droid.
That's exciting.
And for Star Wars this week.
And this one's like a desk-size piece. The next one...
I would say so. Yeah, the next one. Yeah. More so like a backyard piece.
There he is.
Yeah. This is a 1-to-1 scale Hulkbuster from Avengers Age of Ultron. I didn't think it would, but it has got an ETA. Q4 of next year.
All right.
So get that in time for Christmas, kids.
Yep, get that in your stocking.
If your parents don't buy it for you, then they don't love you.
That's right.
That's what we're going for. I'm just gonna get it out of the way here. The price.
I thought you bumped something. Like I was scrolling through the sheet.
Yeah.
Look, I haven't actually looked at the price properly, but I just saw a lot of numbers and I'm like, oh, Sam's made a mistake. But please.
Well, being the person who doesn't do well with numbers, there's so many in it that I found it hard to read when I first looked at it. But this is $120,000. So not too badly priced. I don't think
that's too much.
Yeah, too much.
Like who?
I don't know, but do you know, like the funniest thing is like, because my brother Josh, he sent me this during the week, and he was like, "Have you fucking seen this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure NASA has to bring it to you on a rocket."
Yeah, there's some good photo. Well, one good photo of the box of just one of the hands. It's like. Oh, okay,
God. So it does come in pieces.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Okay, because I was so curious as to how they would get this to you.
Totally. Who is it for? Josh. Yeah, it's true. Josh wouldn't be against it.
No.
Both of them, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, no, this is nuts. The thing that I like quite appreciate is how intensely damaged it is. Because like a lot of the time Iron Man stuff, it's like, oh, it's a little bit scuffed, or there'll be a swap out chair. This thing's like properly, and it gets attacked by the Hulk, so of course it is. Yeah. Like it looks properly destroyed, which is cool.
Yeah, like they've really gone all out with like just like the accuracy of what you see in the movie. And
totally.
Being like 1-to-1 scale, it's a thing where it's like you can just zoom in and look at all the paint and the scratches and the dents, because like it is 1-to-1 scale, so it all is there. It's not like other smaller scale things where you know, they can maybe like not accentuate that stuff as much.
Yeah, totally.
And maybe hide it with like some paint and stuff. But here it's like they've really got to go to town and put all their effort in it because it is going to be to scale.
Totally. It's like, it's looking at a car. It's like if a car had a bad detail on it, you're going to see it.
Yeah, 100%. And photos that I saw of this on display, they recently had this on display at a convention. Yeah, there we go. And I like, because there it lights up. I would say it does light up.
Yeah.
Because I doubt they would just have that on display there. Look at the fucking, like, the crane just hooked to it.
Are you going to, like, does that imply that it won't stand free?
I literally just thought that. My first thought was, imagine like an earthquake happening.
Yeah.
And your Hulkbuster is just in your games room. Just
shake it around.
Yeah.
It's killing your 5-year-old child. Like, what the hell, man? It's so huge. I like Dolphin says they dropped it before they took the photo. That's why it's damaged. It's very cool. It's also cool because Melbourne Marvel Stadium has a Hulkbuster there, and like I've been up against that, and this is like 1-to-1 with that, and that was built from the movie plans, so it's definitely nailing the scale, which is cool. I think the next photo has this is how it comes.
That's freaking mental.
Like that.
Like they're sending a whole truck to your house just for you.
Totally. Like, look, that's a man sitting next to that box. He's smaller.
Oh my god.
He's smaller than that's nuts.
That box is free real estate. Like that is that is a house.
Well, yeah, that's the house you're gonna live in once you've bought this $120,000 thing. You
sell
your
100%.
house, live in that, and just have that. That's all you've got.
I always love though how like Queen Studios always have like the best looking booths. So like look at like in the background, they've gone to such effort to just make like a very like 3D sort of like kiosk.
I do miss this logo though. I don't like this new bullshit logo.
The new one.
This thing. I don't like that.
Yeah,
I get what
it's
they're
a bit
going
much
for, but it's like it looks more like Sugo could have it because they've got a lot of anime stuff going on. Whereas Queen has always felt so premium format that this feels nice.
Yeah,
feels nice and clean. But yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I'll tell you what they should have done. I mean, they probably would have gotten sued, but they could have done like the same style as the Avengers A, but the outer circle be the Q, and then have an S in the middle as like the same font. Because, you know, there's like that little bit that comes out of the A would have just been the Q.
Would have been a Q.
It should have been cool, but...
Yeah, they didn't. They went with whatever they went with. This is
and then they went with this.
So we got nothing else.
I don't think it can fit,
no.
To be honest. It can't fit.
Oh, God, it's nuts. I'd love to go to Comic-Con and see this in person, though. It would be very cool.
Just any of their stuff that is like bigger than a person. I would love to see. I would absolutely love it.
Totally. Totally.
But yeah, shall we keep going in the world of Marvel?
Yeah.
So next up is a very fan favorite. We have the 1-to-1 scale hot toy of Baby Groot from I Am Groot.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a single frame of this show.
That's fair.
So, I mean, I'm sure you have more to say about this than me, William. But, yeah, what are we looking at here?
So, this one in particular is very exciting because my mate Jake was one of the main animators on this episode. Ooh. So, he specifically, like, animated Groot in this outfit. So,
see, now you have to buy it.
It does. As soon as I saw it, I was like, that leans very well. That's very exciting.
Yeah.
But, and actually, this entire I Am Groot series is made by the company he works for, Luma. Like, there's no other VFX studios that worked on the I Am Groot series.
Wow.
It was purely that company, which is very cool.
So no one else wanted it?
No one else wanted the I Am Groot show. It just went to some little Melbourne company. But yeah, so this is from the mini-series
That's
on Disney+.
very cool.
I have one of these guys that was for Volume 2. Well, I had 2 in my lifetime. One sat on my shoulder at Melbourne Supernova, fell off my shoulder, and was never to be seen again. So I bought a new one. Now I wish I hadn't, because this is very cool, and it kind of is a better deal than the one that I bought. Because the one I bought was like just him. It didn't come with accessories, whereas this one has these, which you can pop the arms on, and it's a separate head sculpt, as well as this head sculpt, which has the little cucumbers.
I think that's my favorite one, to be honest.
It's so cute, man. It's so cute.
But yeah, I would say that this, like, just quickly, is definitely something that would be more enticing to people, just because he does come with so much more than what the basic one would have come with,
and really good stuff. Like this drawing, he makes it in the show. And
yeah, cool.
He, like spoilers for the I Am Groot miniseries, but he like burns a part of it to make Gamora's black hair. He cuts off a bit of Rocket's tail to put some fur on it and stuff. Like, it's very cute and it's sick that is basically a 1-to-1 prop from the show.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was just thinking that's so cool.
Which is really good. And like, I love all these little extra bits and pieces. It kind of it's something from each one of the episodes. I love that they give you in the deluxe one, at least, they give you that second figure, which there's a good. I love this. He's got a little butt flap. He's got a little butt flap on there. He's got an old-fashioned little...
That's amazing.
It's all very cute. Excuse me. But yeah, like, you can see everything he comes with. It's like... I'll put it in my basket purely just because...
Yeah.
It's Guardians, what do you expect? But it's, like, slightly tempting purely because I do have an attachment to it through Jake, and it's very exciting. Yeah. And also just, like, I don't know, this is very adorable. Like, the pajamas on Groot is very cute.
I mean, look, you could just sell the one you have now, and then whatever you make from that, just put towards this one.
I could do that. I could, because yeah, I mean, I don't care. How much was this? Did they on Asuko?
No, actually, I will have a quick look while you try to get your breath back.
Yeah, I'll try. And
but I don't remember seeing, because at the time that I put this into the Google sheet, there wasn't any pricing or pre-order. Oh, hang on. So at the...
That's an interesting reaction.
No, this is good.
Oh, okay.
He on the sale price, he's $345.
Oh no, that is very good.
And then after that, he goes up to $380.
That's a deal. That's
not bad.
Like, this would be so good for so many, like, not only me, but so many people. If you haven't bought a Hot Toys Groot, like, this is such a great deal for that much.
Oh, money. Hang on, sorry. There's two versions.
Okay, the one that doesn't come with pajamas and
so the one that comes with the pajamas and the like holographic version of himself, is $436 at the moment.
So about 100 more, you get another figure, I guess. Like, you get pajamas. I can give him that. I can farm it.
Well, are you sure, man?
Well, I guess that the problem is that it comes with so much already.
It does.
That it's like, it feels. I'm trying to word this in my brain. It feels like it should already cost $460, and so this, like, getting it without it feels like a good deal. So I don't know. Yeah. I'm fine with $460, I think.
Just think about the fact that he's got 3 or 4 different faces that you can add on.
Totally.
Like, I think that's the cool part. Because cool, like just looking at like his angry face there in the middle, it's so funny.
It's so cute, funny, man. The only thing that he doesn't come with, which luckily because I've already bought one of these, is he comes with these big long fingy hands. That, so it doesn't come with those, and I think it's because he doesn't really use them in the show. But me having bought now 2 versions of it, and I've got all the accessories from the first one. It's just I'm just slowly collecting every version of this figure.
Every version of a baby Groot. Yeah.
And that's why it'll probably be in my basket.
That's so funny.
That's very cool. That's very cool.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That is Baby Groot, I guess.
Groot.
But moving forward, so overnight, So Toys have just decided to break the internet a little bit. And they, I think it was early yesterday, they posted a coming soon figure list. And there was about 8 different figures on there.
I find that photo as well,
Yeah. But it was just the outline. Some of them, it was pretty obvious what they were.
Yeah.
Others, it was kind of like, well, what the hell's that?
What's going on there?
So one of them, because last night they actually revealed 3 of them, which I would say are their 3 main sellers of the lot. What will be with their main sellers. Is one that Williams put in here.
Very exciting.
And and it is a 1/6 scale Rogue.
Very cool.
Which is very cool. Now, before we start, it is a very cool figure. I've seen a fucking, I don't even know, an enormous amount of complaints about the face.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, Joshy wasn't too sure in the Discord as well.
Yeah.
Which
A few comments that I found were really funny was she's 25 years too old.
Okay.
Another person said, why does she have, I think they said a Hulk Hogan chin.
Okay. Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
And then there were just other things like people commenting about like how her face looks in general.
Yeah.
But the main thing, and it was something that hit me. I was like, she looks a bit older.
Yes.
But after seeing it, because this is based on like her in the comics, that we know of so far. And a lot of people were comparing what she looks like in the comics and like the animated series to this. And I will say, like, the chin and the jaw is way out of proportion to what she does normally look like.
Yeah.
But look, with So they do tend to fix things over time if there is a big complaint. So, you know, and like from certain angles, it looks fine.
Totally.
It's just from a couple of angles and lighting, it just looks a little bit off.
Yes. I think it's like, totally. I think I totally, I had the like instant reaction of like when I saw the face. But then I think the more you look at the photos and the stuff, like it sets in more, and it's also that thing Black Series does with like comic or animated figures where they've put it through a lens of like what would the real person look like. And so I totally get that it's not one-to-one with the comics, but in my brain I'm like, oh well, if they cast an actress, this might be what they look like.
Yeah,
so
totally.
I can kind of get around it. The thing which is hard to phrase, but one of Rogue's elements in the comics and the cartoon series is how they're drawn in particular. And there are elements of her that are quite large. And this figure, the body that has been chosen, is maybe not quite right. Like, and I don't say that as a horny little boy.
Watching you try to like dance around this is the best
it's
thing.
Hard to say it. Look, Rogue in the animated series, any, I would say 30-plus-year-old that grew up watching those shows had a crush on her. She was
for sure.
a very,
they 100% would have.
It would have been a lot of people's first crushes. And this body, knowing the third-party bodies that are out there, there are a lot of options they could have chosen. And I think this body maybe isn't the right one for the character.
Yeah, fair enough. The legs just look very slim.
They do. I almost would say it's potentially the body that the WandaVision Wanda had, which is just a very slender body. Like, and because outside of the elements, she also is like a built character. She's a strong character. And they're very small limbs, which I don't think quite portray the character in a way which is, fair. But knowing the internet, I'm sure we will see people swapping this thing out with bodies.
Oh, 100%.
And it will be horrifying to look at. But yeah,
100%.
Excuse me, as a package deal, it's very, very good. Like you say, they probably will modify the head a little bit, but I don't know. I think it's definitely image specific. Because like here, I'm fine with both of them. They look quite good.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize there's the other faceplate or whatever.
Yeah, there's two different heads. One thing I would have loved to have seen is like, if I can get to, is like maybe this one had hair down and that one had hair swept, so that there's
absolutely
two alternate like like the top of the head can come off, so you could have a few different options and stuff. But
they have done really well though with like that hair sculpt that they've got there. Another important thing to add, and this is something that So haven't done in the past, but I feel like maybe their go-to from now on, because a few figures they have promised have not come out when they've promised. But this is only limited to 500 pieces. Which is I would say is a big deal for them.
I put these without actually fact checking. 400. She's only 400.
400. Yeah. Okay, 400. Well then, even less.
Even less.
But which I feel like is a big deal. Because it means that they're definitely more sought after.
Yeah.
But they've been generous enough to still keep them at a very decent price.
Yeah, totally.
So this one is coming in at only 170 USD, so about 220 Australian, I would say.
Yep.
Really not bad for what you're getting.
Not at all.
Really not bad.
They also did a Cyclops a while ago.
Yes.
Gambit, sorry. who is obviously a partner in the show, and he was incredible. So a lot of people are excited to get this to be able to pair them up. But yeah, limited number also for me is exciting in the world of third party because it obviously they're still not official, but it adds like a layer of exclusivity to them, which makes them feel like they're worth more, which is interesting.
I mean, if anything, I think it proves that they are overworked. And that's good because it means that people actually want their stuff. Because like for them to put a cap on certain figures, it's like, you know, it just shows that people actually want to buy their stuff and they're doing something right.
And they're doing something Hot Toys should do, which is limit either the amount of things they make or the amount of production that they do on a figure.
Definitely just the things they make. I mean, we don't need more Iron Men or Stormtroopers or Spider-Man.
I was going to say Spider-Man. I've got up the preview photo. I haven't put the Spider-Man figure they revealed because, you know, we talk about Spider-Man so often, but here you can see this is the other Spidey they revealed. That's on. We'll talk about him in a little bit. Old Man Logan from the comics is definitely this fella over here. I don't know. This one is like...
It's definitely a type of anime.
Yeah, the one that I can think of, and I don't know anything about it, is My Hero Academia. Is one that I'm aware of. That might be that one. And then the bottom row, this is Watchmen, Dr. Manhattan. I would say Geralt of some sort. Soldier Boy.
I am keen to see that one, to see how they do that. I just hope it doesn't take as long to come out as Homelander.
Sam. Poor Sam. And then this one I'm excited for. This will be Mr. Knight for sure.
Do you know what? When I saw that one, my first thought was, oh, they're doing a figure of the Hitman.
Oh, yeah.
Or Gustavo Fring from Breaking Bad as well. True. I thought that as well.
Good pose.
But yeah, then people were saying like Moon Knight, and I was like, oh. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah. I mean, I would love if it's like choose your Pokemon and none of them look like this.
None of them.
They just fucked everyone over and it's like, actually, I would... I would like if there was more female characters actually thinking about it. They're all dudes apart from Rogue, which is disappointing.
I mean, the one that easily trumped most people was the Spider-Man one. I definitely saw a lot of love and excitement for that.
Totally.
And then people were very much like, so is it pleather or real leather? Will it crack? Blah, blah, blah.
Totally.
So who knows?
We'll see.
Maybe it will.
See. Excited to talk about him in a bit though, because
for sure.
A very good looking figure.
But yeah, I think that's it for Marvel, isn't it?
That is all for Marvel.
Yeah. So yeah, moving on into my favorite realm of DC. I'm going to start us off with something that I said to Will last week. I need to show you next time because he loved the quarter scale Catwoman.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is slightly more obtainable and slightly more realistic in terms of you can put it somewhere.
Yeah, okay.
I would say. So by the company Pure Arts, this is a 1-to-1 scale Catwoman cowl and whip, which looks great.
Man, the base looks cool.
It looks very cool. I don't know. I would say it's just like a resin casted piece.
Yeah, okay.
I can't see them using actual like leather or like stretchy material or whatever to make the cowl. I think the whip might be some kind of pleather or leather. Because I've seen it in like other poses than this, so it can definitely be moved around and shown off differently. I love how they've got those like plinths underneath, which are really cool. I just know them as the ones from Movie World.
Yeah, totally.
That's what I know them as. At the front of the Gotham Bank.
Yep. They've been there forever.
Yeah. Apparently now at the Movie World they've got like a podium for the I think it's for the Gotham Police. So you can act like you're like part of like the Gotham Police at like a press conference.
Sick. That's
cool. Like, Batman's fucking up the city. Get him.
Good. We can all be J.K. Simmons ourselves. Sick.
But yeah, no, this is a very, very solid piece from Pure Arts. I love the stitching. It looks great.
Very good.
Yeah, and I think like this lighting in this photo definitely shows off how shiny this thing is. Yeah,
it's gorgeous.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
You're so right that it's hard to tell what they've made it that way,
because it's like around the edging where it's got stitches, it's crumpled like that material would if it was the actual like latex
pulled together
suit.
Yeah,
but then it's like that could also just be sculpted into a mold
totally
and then casted, so it's hard to tell.
I love this. I love the little clock.
Yeah, what's this? Because I haven't seen this part before.
So I think it's just an element that you get with it.
Okay.
Like it's because you can see it alongside it in these first ones.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know if it's a functional clock or if it's just there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's cool.
That's very, very
there
cool.
were some nice clean photos. You can see it.
Yeah.
Normal lighting. It looks phenomenal. Like, especially if you had a Keaton cowl next to it.
And that's the thing. This company are doing a Keaton one that's coming out soon.
Sick.
So it's like you could, and like we covered that a while ago. So you can go back and watch that if you want to. But I mean, the quality of that was just as good as this. So having these two next to each other on like a shelf would just be unreal.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
I would love for them to do like a penguin top hat with his monocle.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. That'd be
really cool.
Good.
Or even just the monocle in like a little box. I think it would be lovely.
Have the two and then that on display in
front
of it. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Oh man, God, it's almost like Michael Keaton was going to be in a movie soon, and all these companies were like, let's capitalize on that.
I mean, he's still in the Flash.
That's true.
So
that's true.
Doing that.
God, what's that movie going to be?
I fucking know, man.
Yeah, very, very cool, and a really cool base as well. Not quite in the basket, but very exciting to see.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think I mean, look, if I got both the cowl and this, very much in the basket, because it's phenomenal set to have on display.
Sure. I mean, you're more of like a figure guy though. Well, like I'm more of a prop person. Yeah. So it's like, but. With that being said, like you said, I would rather have both the Michael Keaton cowl and this, and not just one. Well, I mean, not just this one on its own. Yes. I can have the cowl on its own. That's fine. Yeah. But this on its own, I think that'd be more of a fetish thing than
it would. Yeah, it's true. It would look like that, wouldn't it? You brought someone to your home and there was just a whip and a leather cap.
If people had no idea about comics or films or anything to do with pop culture, they just walk into your house and go, "What the fuck's that?"
Yeah, and I would store mine in a cupboard that someone would open as well. Like I'd be like,
totally.
Oh, look at all the storage space. Oh, don't go in there. And I just give them a little look just so they think it's something, and it's actually just a Catwoman thing. But I make it look like I've got a fetish.
It's just it's an empty room, just with that on
the center.
A totem in the center of the room with a downlight.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
and they're just like, what the fuck's this?
Because then they would never question what other fetishes I have if they think that's all I've got. If I'm like making that very certain, then they'll never go, what else is going on behind this, man? That's
probably because they never talk to you again.
Yeah. They would never need to know. They would never ask.
No,
because they wouldn't have the ability.
They would never be curious.
Yeah, because they would be stuck in that room. I would lock them in there because that's one of my other fetishes.
Jesus.
I put on my. No, I'm not. I don't want to make light of that thing. The internet have made light of that thing, and I wish they hadn't made light of that.
Oh no!
I also found out that it's a 10-hour series. Who the fuck is watching 10 episodes of that show?
Of what show?
The Dharma series. That's it.
10 hours?
I thought it was just a movie, but it's a 10-episode, hour-long each series. Who the fuck is doing?
I knew it was a series, but I didn't know they were that long.
Yeah, they were like 50 minutes. Who the fuck is doing that?
Fuck, man.
Like, Josh and I were looking at something to watch last night, and we're like, oh, we both haven't watched that, and we don't really interest. But it's like, oh, if it's like a 90-minute movie, we'll do it. Who the fuck is watching 10 hours of insane? Stranger Things season 5 coming soon. Let's move on to something else.
So moving on to the Man in Black, we have got a 1/4 scale premium format statue by Queen Studios of The Rock, Black Adam, Dwayne Johnson, Dwayne Claus, whatever you want to call him.
Oh yeah, he is, isn't he?
Yeah.
Gonna be in that thing.
This is actually a really cool piece. The reason why I wanted to bring this up is because last week we covered the Hot Toys, and this, I feel, is a perfect example of what a throne should look like.
Correct.
So this is the right way to do it. And this is very much, I would say, because at work I get to see the ending of this movie like 5 times a day. I would say it's a little bit oversized Because even in the movie, the throne isn't that large. I feel.
Okay.
I feel like it's just a tad smaller. But like it still looks really, really good. There's a shot. I think maybe if you have it, Will, if you keep going, where it's just kind of like it shows you like all around it, and then you can sort of see like the scale of like how big that throne is. Hot Toys were never gonna fucking make that. Like it looks really, really cool.
That's cool.
Definitely a solid piece. Estimated. Oh, I didn't mention the Catwoman cow. Q4 of next year.
Yep.
$1,290.
I can get behind that. That's a prop.
I can't. I think it's a bit much.
I guess I would like to know how much they and we talked about it. I'd love to know how much the cowl is, because if that's 12, how much was the cowl?
Yeah,
that would be scary.
So this is the same Q4 of next year, and it is coming in at $1,800, which kind of expected.
Yeah.
But yeah, really, really cool piece. It's got that iconic pose.
Does it light up?
No,
I don't think so.
There's no way it lights up. They're just being idiots here. Again, the goal is a little bit off.
Yeah.
It's better than what Hot Toys were doing.
Yeah.
But the thing that annoys me again is that he hasn't got the cape on.
Yeah.
Like there's no cape there, which is annoying. Oh, he's got the head wrinkles. Yeah, we love that. It's kind of like the exoskeleton of like a worm, isn't it?
It is wild
to look got
at.
the little bumps.
Yeah, the vertebrae on the back.
Great.
Yeah,
I love it.
This is Queen. So
yes,
does this fill you with confidence for their 1/6? Apart from the no cape, like
definitely in terms of the head sculpt, yes.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you're using like actual like suit material to make the suit, it won't. Because the thing that always holds me back from these things is that the suits just look so glossy because they're just plastic.
Yeah.
So yeah, I reckon when they do their 1/6, I reckon it's going to be I reckon they'll go as far as to do a 1-to-1. To be honest, if they do that, like a big fuck off emblem, oh man, that's gonna. And if he's got the head wrinkles on the back, we're touching the shit out of that.
Wiggle those wrinkles.
Yeah,
that's
and
exciting.
then they talk to you.
Yeah, they talk to you.
Yeah, no, I feel like there's definitely shows that they do know what they're doing in terms of this character. Yep. So I would say that their 1/6 is going to be pretty solid.
Yeah, cool.
Just when it's coming, who knows? I mean, it was meant to be this year, wasn't it?
It was in their initial lineup, yeah.
Yeah.
But
interesting.
This isn't in your basket, but like, what's it gonna take? What's it gonna take to get a statue of like? Because obviously you're in for the 1/6, but what does a statue need to do for you to take it? To be like, I need
it needs to be able to fit in my pocket.
That's fair.
Like really, it's just a thing of space.
Yeah.
Like I would genuinely have nowhere to put it. It would I would hire out a storage container just for this.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
Yeah. And it's what holds me back with like 95% of things.
Yeah.
It's like I've just got nowhere to put it.
Totally.
And no money to put towards it either.
Yep.
But that's another issue. I mean, I would like a Queen Studios hoodie though. That looked pretty cool.
It's pretty fun. I like the red.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, I'm totally with you. I never used to be, but now I have no space.
Absolutely. So moving on.
Yeah.
I've put this was announced a couple of weeks ago. I just thought I'd put it in here, just because there really wasn't much else to put in here for this week.
Yep.
So this is labeled the Exiled Terror, which is actually Steppenwolf from the Snyder Cut.
There he is.
Yeah, and it's a 1/6 scale figure, so they've done a Dark Side, they've done like all like the Nightmare team pretty much.
Yep.
Like, you know, they've got like the Batman, Flash and Superman, all that other shit. I think if you've got the Dark Side, this would be pretty cool to have alongside him.
Totally.
I just like the fact that again, someone's gone to the effort to do this. Especially because like we never thought we'd get any merchandise of this character in this form just because of how intricate his look was.
Cut to Sam saying we would not get any merch for the Snyder Cut at all.
Yeah, cut back to that clip. Cut back to that clip and me just going, nah,
never.
Nah. we'll get the movie and I'll be happy with that. Yeah. But no merch.
What a world.
Next minute, there's fucking pop bottles and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I mean, like, I do think this is really solid.
Mm.
Not in my basket, just
Yep.
because, again, space-wise,
Yep.
he's going to be a big boy.
Yep.
Nowhere to put him. But I just love the fact, again, they've gone to the effort. They've done it well. And yeah, like, he just looks decent as well. He just looks cool. I don't know if the eyes light up, but that'd be great.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen any Toys R Us stuff with light up eyes, but I assume they are, because that's a very prominent. It's in every photo, so I assume they would light up.
And it doesn't look like they just like painted on.
No, there's some
like
actual
an overlay.
You can see it lighting up around it and stuff.
Yeah.
How big is he? Like, is he Thanos or is he the Black Order guy? Like, is he?
I think Darkseid is a little bit bigger than Thanos. Because I think, wasn't the Black Order guy bigger than Thanos?
Yeah, he was big. Yeah.
I would say Darkseid is his size.
Yeah, okay.
I would say this guy maybe a little bit smaller than Thanos.
Yeah, cool.
Just by a little bit, though.
Yep. Voice activated lights.
Oh, what the fuck?
What do you say to him?
They did that with the Superman as well.
Yeah, right. Do you say? I'm a big fan of justice or whatever the fuck. What does he say?
I don't know, but I believe in truth, but I'm also a big fan of justice.
Thank you. Imagine if that's what made him lit up. That'd be pretty cool.
No, when I get my Superman for the heat vision, I'm gonna just say flame on.
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. Flame on. It's very cool. No baskets.
Yeah.
Very expensive as well. But I mean, it is big.
I mean, it's not terrible.
I guess so.
So it's expected Q1 of next year, and I think that's what these guys do really well as well. They release something not so early on that you've got to wait a year and a half for it to come out. Totally. It's like they announced this a couple of weeks ago. It's coming out the first quarter of next year, so it could be within the first few months, maybe third month, whatever. Coming in at $345 USD. Maybe that would be. Hang on, because I just did a calculation for something else today. Yeah, it's about it's about 500, 510,
which
maybe
is, I guess,
520.
actually that's about where the cold.
It's not
City
terrible.
Kind of was.
Yeah, like it's really not terrible. Like I think for this guy, you'd really just be paying for the size of him, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, if this was Hot Toys, fuck, you'd be looking at God knows how much, maybe like $800.
$800, yeah, totally.
Yeah, but
looks great.
Yeah, that's the Exiled Terror.
Very exciting.
And I just thought we would round out the DC section of tonight's shenanigans with the McFarlane's Toys first look at Shazam from Fury of the Gods. I think he looks pretty neat.
I wish he had a happy head, because he's not this. This isn't him. He's a happy guy.
It's funny though. I think they just do it as a default so that people don't have a whinge if there's an expression they don't like. Because literally all of their figures have a default, just like neutral face.
Yeah.
But it would have been cool if he came with like a smile. Yeah. You could just like change out. And the scooter that he's riding in the teaser poster. But
it's cool. I like the mix of, like, I guess this is cloth cape. I guess.
Well, what I think they've done is, because it's definitely just going to be like a plastic cape. I think they just photoshopped it to look like cloth. If they started using cloth though, it would really help their figures. Just because like I wanted to put my Superman on the throne, but you can't because he's got a cape on him. But I just think they've done well here in terms of the sculpt, like the gauntlets and like the new emblem and everything look really good, as well as like they've gotten like the suit textured down really pat as well.
Totally, it looks better than the Black Adam one. Didn't look as good as this. Because the Black Adam one, it has the idea of it, but it's not quite.
The Black Adam one, it's definitely got the texture, but I think because on the Black Adam one, the texture is so like minute and intricate that they genuinely just couldn't transfer it over to like a figure format.
Yep, whereas this kind of works.
Yeah, I would say though, the head sculpt as well, very much, that is a Zachary Levi head.
Totally.
Like that is really cool.
Good noggin.
Yeah, very good. But God knows when they'll be coming out. The movie is due for March of next year, so I would say February. They will start to roll out.
Yeah. I mean, it may be a case of a lot of merch with movies being bumped around. Like, these might be in shops in December when they...
If they are, that'd be fucking great. I'd love that.
Yeah.
I think it'd be very fitting if they are. Just because the one thing that always stands out to me about the first movie was that it was set around Christmas.
Totally.
So it's like, it'd just be cool to see, like, Christmas merch for his character in shops around Christmas time.
Yeah, that'd
which
be
would
nice.
be very, very cool.
Cool.
Yeah, that is the end of DC for tonight. until the next fortnight.
Yeah.
So now we're moving into the world of other shit. So these are things that aren't necessarily linked to Star Wars, Marvel, or DC, but are still linked to franchises and mediums that we really enjoy.
Totally.
So this first one is called The Explorer.
Yeah.
And like, fuck me, William. I almost pre-ordered him.
It's pretty good.
It's really good.
And the funniest thing with this one, obviously, it's Nathan Drake from the movie, which was Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Most people who are buying this probably have an official noggin. So
absolutely,
you could just pop that off, put a Spidey.
You know, like the best thing was I saw this in a Facebook group and I was like, "What the fuck is this? This is great." Purely just because it's such a simple figure, and there is a company that's doing a third-party Nathan Drake that may have already come out or is soon to come out. And people were saying that they're just going to buy this for the for the fact that they're going to have options on what their characters can wear.
Because that third-party one's doing a Thief's End, like most do. They do Uncharted 4.
Like the third-party one's got like the blue shirt with like the brown cargo pants. But I even saw someone say like all they need is a proper like game Drake head and a headscarf around their neck, and you've got him from like, is it the third or second game where he's got the white shirt? Really, really good figure. And like, look, that's another head for a Spider-Man if you want one. Like, it's really not that bad at all.
Not at all. And it's cool because they could have, and they definitely have resculpted for the face, but they've put a bit of effort in the hair, getting a little bit closer to the movie look that Tom Holland had, which is good. Very cool.
That's a terrible edit.
Yeah, no, the photoshops are very funny. Yeah, but seeing it in simple lighting, it looks very good.
Yeah, it looks very, very good. I think it's just because of how simple it is that I really, really like it.
Like they got the ring in there.
Yeah, and the price is even better. So I couldn't find when it was coming out, but $130.
It's not bad.
That's really not bad. I mean, look, just put it in my basket because I haven't put anything in there tonight. Just put it in because it is really cool. Like, just to have it there. And for me, it's the sort of thing where I'm like, oh, well, it's mixing the worlds of game and film that I really fucking like.
Yeah, and
so I'm kind of like,
you can stand next to Joel.
Don't say that. Don't say that. No, there's a custom thing coming up that will be staying next to Joel.
Everyone in the chat, Dolphin Pants and Jade are annoyed because it's called the Explorer, but it's not Dora. And Jade says, does the figure come with a map? It already has a backpack. It does have a backpack. Does it have a backpack? I mean, I guess it's got back straps.
I think it's just the holster.
Yeah. I love this.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's very, very cool. Yeah, it's very cool.
There's a good... Yeah, there you go. Everything it comes
there you
with.
go.
It's cool. I always get annoyed when they like put the boots there because it makes me go, so does it just come with this? Like it doesn't have the shirt and the pants and
no body?
No body? It's a great release, and it's totally one of those things where no one's going to make a hot toy figure of the movie Uncharted.
Not at all.
So
not at all.
No, it's cool. It's cool. It's tempting.
It's very cool.
But I think I will wait upon the one because I did see it. I think it was in the group we're both in, and someone shared the digital render of the head sculpt they were doing for the Nathan Drake figure, and it looks very good. Like the one they did a while ago that came out, it was like, oh, I can see what you're going. This is like, I think they may have ripped the model from the game and then they've worked that into the software.
That's cool.
So it's gonna look real good.
That's really cool.
Very exciting. But the next one is for me, apparently.
The next one is just for William, because there's not going to be many of us. I mean, I know who this character is, but I feel like there might be... I mean, surely everyone here will know, but there's a generation that don't know. But William knows this guy very, very well. I'll just let Will do this one.
I'm very excited by this. I forgot about it, but I did see it. I think it was in like Pop Culture's carousel the other day. It's a Fonzie 1/6 scale, right? Like it's
I don't know. I think so.
Limited
edition. There you go.
So basically, you'd fit in with your action figure lines. He's got the Diner Cafe floor.
Yeah.
He's got the machine. And something that I didn't know about until I clicked on it today was that it's a fucking Bluetooth speaker. So, like,
oh shit!
What?
I would love if his arm was on like a joint.
Yeah.
Where every time you like hit shuffle, he would just hit it.
Smack the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that would be amazing. I love that it is posed like that. If you don't know the show, he hits things and they work. That's kind of his deal. And the thing that's wild is that because it's a Bluetooth speaker, everything else could have been shit because it's a novelty. But it's like a legitimately good statue.
It's good.
Like, it's very, very cool. I'm going to put it in my basket. I think it's
good.
In the metaphorical one. I don't think I actually will pick this up. Maybe once it's been on pop culture for like 6 years and it's come down to $300 because no one's buying this.
Not at this price. No. So this is coming out June of next year and is currently on pre-order for $900.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. I mean, I was very confused by the price, but now that I know that it's a Bluetooth speaker, it adds to it, but still, you can get like a very like... You can buy a branded speaker with a very, very good reputation for half that.
And it'll be
so it's like,
yeah.
So we don't know how this will sound.
Totally.
So
and there's also 1/6. I think we either talked about it or maybe we didn't. There's a 1/6 Fonzie that got announced a while ago. That was I think third party. It might have been official, but it's a figure, so it's posable. Whereas I don't know. This is a 1/6 statue, so that it also removes that element of like I'll pay that much if it's very exclusive and I can do what I want with it. But it's kind of like I don't know. There's a lot of money for what this is. But
that's very fair enough.
But I will be paying attention to it sitting on. It'll be a tab in my phone that I'll check
in a wish list.
Yeah, that I've got a few. Cool. I've got a few things on pop culture that I know have been out for like 7 years, and I'm just watching them slowly whittle down. And
cool.
And I'm like, one day I'll jump on you. So it'll go in that folder.
Good.
But
that's very good. Very good.
I'd love to look into Infinite. I want to know what else they've done.
Yeah, totally. But William, what do you got for us next?
The last thing we'll talk about in terms of news is this guy, which is Unbreakable, which is obviously Invincible from the show and comic Invincible. This was part of the So-So Toys thing that's going on at the moment. And this is a very good figure. Like, this is as good as the Rogue, but better. Because I think they've chosen a good body for it. And the head sculpt is phenomenal.
The broken Glens.
Yeah, and there's a little eye in there.
That's sick.
And there's two different displays. So, I mean, it's a very bloody show. So there's this version of the setup, but there's also a clean version for both the gauntlets and the head.
That's very good.
So you've got this as well to display.
Sweet. That's cool.
The thing, and for people that have watched the show probably more so, in my mind, he's a teenager, and this is a very adult man face. Like, this is older than I I picture the character when I think about a live action version. But at the same time, I think I can apply the same thing as the Rogue figure, where it's like, maybe this is what they would cast if they made a movie. And because everything else about it, like the suit texture is incredible. It's got two different things going on, and like the gauntlets and stuff. It's just, he does look a little bit older than I would expect. But then I guess the comics run for a while, so maybe this is taking from a later part of the comic.
What a justification for it.
Yeah. It won't go in my basket. I don't think I like Invincible quite enough, but it's very, very good. And because So-So did a lot of the CW shows, and they all looked really good, so we know that they're going to come out as they've presented them. Ben could potentially buy this. I could see this being in Ben's basket.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I would love
That'd be very cool.
Because
they also have an Omni-Man as well.
They do, and that looks incredible. Yeah. That looks really good. So did your Homelander, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But there's everything he comes with. Oh my god, he comes with the ball. That's great.
Oh, that's cool.
I wonder if... Yeah, because that makes sense. But I can't remember if their Omni-Man came with the ball, but their Omni-Man came with a mitted hand.
Yes, he did.
You could put you could set it up. But I can't remember if it came with the ball, but that's very cool that you've got that as a display option.
That's very, very cool. That's sick.
Very cool figure. As with the other So-So, I don't think it's popped up on Sugo or anything yet, so it's $198 US. And this one, I'll double check. 500. So I swapped it with Rogue. So there's 500 pieces available of him. So a little bit less exclusive than Rogue, but I'm intrigued because they're still up for pre-order on TNS figures, which is interesting because it's such a limited run. I kind of imagined, but it's one of those wild things. Once you put like a piece count to a thing, you realize how actually small the collector's market is, because it kind of feels like we're in like a world of like collecting that's huge. But then when something goes up like this, that's such a small piece count and it doesn't sell out, I'm like, oh, there actually isn't that many of us.
That's very true. Yeah, that's actually very true. Yeah,
it's surprising.
Oh, I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah, which is we're more niche than we're big to 7 people. One of them is you. We're more niche than we really realize. But it's cool.
Absolutely,
very cool. I'll talk to Ben about it. Maybe he'll buy one.
Yeah. I think we should just forward him a link or something.
Yeah. Because it's only just a little bit over 200, which isn't too bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
But Sam, I think you're going to be buying stuff soon.
Oh shit. So have you looked
I haven't.
At this
I'm going to open the links, but I haven't looked at them at all yet. No.
So the first, I mean, they're both for the one thing. We'll go to the first link. I came across this on Facebook.
Yes.
Very much lost my mind. Because if I had a grail, this would be it.
That's very exciting. Okay. Oh, I just closed one of them. I'm real smart, everybody. There we go. Here we go. Oh my god.
So just go to the first one.
There he is.
I'm actually going to lose my fucking mind. I have never been...
It's Sam.
That's my name. I have never been so excited for something in my fucking life.
That's so good.
So these photos only got put up 2 days ago.
Yep.
I came across these guys end of last week.
Yep.
And at the end of last week, they had a very, very rough clay sculpt of what they were doing for a Tom Welling Clark Kent from Smallville. Mm-hmm. So only in a matter of days, they've completed that sculpt.
Sick.
But, so they released these images and they said, hey, give us your feedback. We're open to changes. Because, this is literally a team of, 2 or 3 people that live in the Philippines that just make shit.
Right. Cool.
And they make runs, and they release them, and then that's it.
Yeah, cool.
They've actually done... So, actually, I will just give some backstory. They've done a Kingdom Come Superman before So-So. Yeah, they're really big fans of, I think, just Superman and DC in general.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of Superman. So they've done a Dean Cain. They've done a Superboy from the really, really old series. Yep. They've done a Mr. Freeze, a Penguin, a Catwoman, and a Riddler for Batman 66.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna add. So those photos there. Me and a few others just said, look, he might need some more length and volume of hair around the sides.
Yeah, nice.
And within 24 hours, they were like, that makes sense. We can see it. And then literally the next day, they were like, we've added more hair and we're going to finish the sculpt.
That's lovely.
And I was like, you are fucking kidding me. So I first saw the head and I was like, okay, well, I'm buying that.
Yeah.
And then I found the rest of it.
Yeah.
And
the next link?
Like a tear shed.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go to the next one.
Oh, that one says
what
just
the
pooping.
fuck?
There we go. Sorry.
What the fuck?
That's cool, man. Oh my god.
It looks so good.
Holy shit, dude.
And these guys just are working out of home in the Philippines.
Wow.
So I messaged this guy and I was like, mate, when you drop this, let me know. I'm buying it.
Yeah.
So he gave me some prices and stuff. So you can buy the whole figure, including you can buy the whole figure, including the head. Or he's given me the option to just buy the head sculpt and the jacket if I want.
Yeah, cool.
So they're releasing pre-orders in December.
Cool.
Which is mental. I don't know how many they're making, but I mean, I wouldn't say it's many. From what I've seen of other runs they've done of figures, it's less than 100.
Yeah, cool.
So they're giving us options where you can get that outfit look, or there's an outfit look of him as the Blur in Small, where it's a big black trench coat with a black t-shirt with the Superman S in white.
Yeah.
So yeah, I messaged this guy. I was having a chat to him, and we were talking about the clothing, and I had a concern. I was like, okay, so with the jacket, because the actual jacket, the arms are made of leather.
Yeah, right.
And I said to him, I was like, what material have you used for the jacket? And he literally said the sexiest thing in like figure terms I've ever heard out of someone's mouth. He goes, so we've made it all out of a cotton and polyester because we did not want the arms to crack over time.
Oh, it's in your basket. Oh, it's in my basket. How
exciting. It's in your basket. There you go.
It made me go that hard. Wow.
And the thing that amazed me was looking at it. I was because I couldn't tell. I was like, have they used a pleather or is it just like a soft material?
Totally, it's incredible.
Yeah. So the fact that you can't even tell from looking at it, I'm more than happy to drop some money on this. And it kind of ruins plans that I had because I've been mentioning that I've been mentioning that I had a project in the works for a few weeks.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'll just say now, my project was I was putting together a 1/6 Clark Kent from Smallville.
Yeah. In that outfit?
No. So because there was with Smallville, there's never been anything 1/6 ever. There was a head sculpt that was made like 10 plus years ago.
Yep.
And there's now cheap rip-offs of that on eBay for like $40.
Yep.
But even that, I was like, I don't want to get that head sculpt because it looks a bit shit. But I found a really poor Henry Cavill one that kind of looked like Tom Welling.
Yeah, good.
So but the best thing is that I didn't buy it yet.
Yeah, good.
I just bought clothes that I was going to use, which is good because now I've got like optional outfits for him when I do get him. Yeah, so nice. I bought like a red and white plaid shirt with like a white t-shirt and jeans and some boots. Yeah, but there's one thing I did make in advance.
Okay.
Because I wanted it just to have for when I get the figure together, and I've got it here. And I've got another figure on it, and it looks so good. Okay. So I'll show you now. But I contacted someone that I know that makes 1/6 bases.
Good.
And I got him to make a Kent farm.
Holy shit!
It's so fucking nice.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's that's cool.
He's even added like the Kent name on the mailbox, and he's added like longish grass around certain areas. Like in person, it looks way better than what it looks like on here. This looks like shit, but in person, it looks really, really good.
It looks so good with the Superman as well. Holy shit!
And he's used like actual wood, like solid timber for the fencing, and like the pole here for the mailbox.
Yeah, sick.
So yeah, that Clark Kent, when I get him, will be going here.
Oh, dude, that looks so good.
Which I'm so excited about. And yeah, so that was made by a guy named Mark who runs One Man's Toydom on Facebook. He makes like Star Wars bases mainly, but he did like a forest one for me in the past.
Yeah, cool.
And I messaged him and I was like, here's my idea. What's the go?
Make it. And
it was genuinely like 2 or 3 weeks of us like going back and forth of like things I wanted added and how I wanted it to look. Because like, I'll take the Superman off. Because I'll explain basically what like my mindset was for this. So, and like, I'll take the mailbox out as well, just so it doesn't fall off. But so what I've done is you've got like it goes from grass to dirt.
Yep.
Because in the show, this is technically the entrance to the farm.
Yep.
So this fence line runs for like a few Ks. And then this is the corner you would turn if you were pulling into the farm.
Good.
So there would be like the big archway here with like the Kent Farm plaque above it.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted it to have like that sort of curve and why the fence would go that way. And then I added this little stand myself just so that like a figure could stand there.
Yeah.
But so that was my mindset. And then I messaged him and it was only like $100. So I was like, fuck yeah.
Oh my god.
And like
the little Kent.
Little mailbox. It's so cool.
That's cool.
But so yeah, I'm very happy.
You should shrink down the comic that you made and make it as a little accessory.
Fuck off! William, you prick. I hate you.
You can hold your comic.
Oh, it's so true.
That'll be sick.
Shit. But so literally I had bought everything for like a Clark Kent.
Yeah.
Except for a body and a head.
Yeah.
Because the body was also a very, very tricky thing that I was trying to get right.
Yep.
So I had held off on both of those things, and then I saw that guy that makes customs, and he was like, "We're doing Smallville," And I was like, you prick. But yeah, so
How
I'm
exciting.
very, very excited to get it all together and then have that. And then my idea for this is I want to buy, there's these things that Suga have called Apex cases with like the lighting and built in it.
Yep.
I want to buy one of those just to have it as like a single, like on its own little thing. And have it look all nice. But yeah, I literally have not stopped thinking about this for like a week. Like I'm so excited and like involved in their whole process.
I was gonna say, like, we're gonna get the first one in the world, right?
Oh,
like, we're gonna have a world exclusive.
I almost want to like just send the guy the link to this show and be like, just watch it from here onwards. And we gave you a massive shout out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will just give them a quick plug just so that you all can go and have a look, because like they genuinely have some really, really amazing stuff. So they're called Unleashed Viper Commissions on Facebook. They've done everything Superman. They've done like some other things here and there. A cool thing they did is they actually got in contact with the actor that played Superboy in the really old TV series. His name is Gerard Christopher. And like they're doing a run. I mean, you can't really see it, but they're doing a run of his Superboy. And they've got in contact with this guy, and this guy is actually signing the base plates that go on the base.
Sick.
So it's like they're like, yeah, there you go. So like these guys are genuine like fans of the things they make, which is really nice. And I think his name is Dan, from what I've seen, but like when I was chatting with Dan, he like sent me other photos of like the Crow's jacket, and it was like from all angles, and I was like, oh my fucking god. But yeah, they did like really like old versions of Superman, and they're doing so they're
holy shit,
it's good, man. And like they like sculpt, cast, and paint everything that they do.
That's nuts.
So yeah, I mean, if you keep going, Will, you'll see like a heap of other shit. But that's why we didn't have much to talk about tonight, because I really wanted to focus on these guys.
Oh, there's their Kingdom Come. That's
because like they really do fantastic work, and there's all their I know.
Oh my god,
it's so good.
God damn.
But yeah, they've done very, very good stuff. And yeah, so yeah, that was where like that was the first glimpse of the sculpt, and that was 5 days ago. And in 5 days, they've almost finished it, and they're so like, exciting. But so yeah, I'm very, very keen for what's to come.
There he is.
So yeah, that's the look basically that they're going for.
There it is. That's exciting.
It's just it's the thing, and that gif of Paul Rudd there is very much me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, he's having a freak out. There he is. Okay. Oh God, Sam! I'm excited for you.
Oh mate, it's genuinely like, because it's always been a figure I've been like, that would be lovely to have, but it's like it would never happen because there's no like mainstream company that's gonna do that nowadays, there's no real third party company that would give it a crack. But there's always going to be a bunch of fans that are like, nah, but we'll do it.
Yeah. God, that's sick.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
Oh, it's gonna be a good video.
Oh, absolutely.
That figures though.
It is. We're done.
2 in a row. We'll have next week off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in Melbourne. You're not, but
no, I'll be here.
You'll just be chilling. But it'll be a busy week back in, so there won't be one next week, but there's plenty of content. Maybe that Black Adam podcast will finally come out. I want to put it out.
Yeah, cool. Thanks.
Keeps falling away, but yeah, maybe that'll be next week. It'll drop on Wednesday, so you'll still get some Sam and Will in your face.
Cool. Very cool.
For anyone listening now and forever, amen. The catch up will be out later this week. We recorded it yesterday. I'm going to try and get that out as soon as possible. And that's kind of it content wise, because Friday, Ben, Josh, and I are seeing the Black Panther. So
nice.
That'll happen.
I must have missed that invite. That's right.
Yeah. I mean, you can come to you can drive to Melbourne. You
yeah, for sure.
You know the way. You can get there.
Yeah.
You can get there. But yeah, so there won't be anything on Friday stream wise, but there'll be more of us. If they want more of you, Sam, where should they go?
Oh, I mean, you can watch anything that figures on the YouTubes if you like, and anything else we've done. But you can find me on Instagram at Sam's Studio AU, where I post up some fan arty stuff that I've done. yeah, look, my latest one. I both love it and hate
It's
it.
going gangbusters, man. How exciting.
It's been going off.
Nice.
It's so funny.
Was it for him? Like, obviously you've made him into it, but what was he doing prior?
So, because that was him
Yeah.
just in a tank top and shorts.
Yeah.
And it's because of the haircut for this new role he's got.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, he looks like Lord Farquaad.
Yeah.
So I literally just overlaid everything.
Yeah. Good.
And
That's
just
amazing.
tried to do my best at making him into Lord Farquaad.
God,
It's been getting a lot of attention from Shrek fan accounts, which has been
good.
great.
Good.
So yeah, a lot of shares from Shrek fan accounts.
Find one. That doesn't look like a Shrek fan account. That's not a Shrek fan account. Canberra Spider-Man. There he is.
Canberra Spider-Man, yeah.
Our resident Shrek
I can't remember if any have liked it, but it got shared by a few of them.
Yeah, cool. On some stories.
Yeah.
Very exciting. This one was great too. This one was very cool.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, I literally had made that over a year ago.
Yeah, good.
And then I went back into it just to update like the shadows under Joel, just to make it look a bit more better.
Yeah, I love the composition. It's very cool.
Yeah. Because I basically took pieces from when they were shooting.
Yeah, nice.
And then just isolated certain aspects of that, and then just made it all into one little scene. And yeah.
Very cool.
Thanks, mate.
Give him those follows. I think, dolphins, exclamation marks. Hey, Jade, we're leaving. But this whole thing will be on YouTube sometime tomorrow if you do want to catch up on everything we said. That was a dangerous hover over Dolphin Pets, but people go in bathtubs. People go in We've been talking about action figures for the last hour. Twitch can handle just a brief glimpse at a Shrek fan account. They'll be okay. We'll be back in a fortnight with more figures. And that is the episode.
It is.
I'm going to go have a nap. I guess at this point it's asleep. But
I'm going to go play God of War.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do that. We will raid Ben for sure. So go say hi to Ben. Go tell him to buy the Invincible action figure.
When you get in there, just say always hold on to Smallville.
Jesus Christ.
Please.
You heard it here first. Bye, Jackographer. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry that we are finishing at the end of as you join, but you'll see it as another. I'm having a stroke. You'll see you'll see us in another stream. Until the next time, I have been Will,
and I've been Sam.
Good night, everybody. Go say hi to Ben for us. I'm having a stroke. It's the end.